Michael Jackson, the king of pop, a name that echoes through music history, synonymous with iconic moves, timeless hits, and legendary performances. But what made him more than just a performer? What propelled him to become the global icon he remains today? It wasn't just his talent, it was his insane work ethic. Michael wasn't born the king of pop, he made himself one. From grueling rehearsals with his brothers under the strict eye of Joe Jackson to redefining music and performance standards as a solo artist, Michael's story is one of relentless pursuit of excellence. And today we're diving deep into the genius of his work ethic, how he lived, breathed, and became his art. It all started in a small house on 2300 Jackson Street in Gary, Indiana. Michael's father, Joe Jackson, believed hard work was the only way out of poverty, and Michael absorbed that lesson early on. As a member of the Jackson 5, he rehearsed for hours every single day, mastering vocals, harmonies, and choreography while still balancing schoolwork. It wasn't just practice, it was grueling perfectionism. Michael's talent shone through even as a child, but behind the cheerful performances was a relentless schedule. His father's strict and at times abusive demands pushed young Michael beyond his limits, instilling in him a drive that stayed with him for life. That drive to never settle for anything less than perfect became his defining trait. Michael's obsession with greatness didn't stop at music. He believed in studying the greats to become greater. He was inspired by legends like James Brown, Jackie Wilson, Fred Astaire, and Charlie Chaplin. But Michael didn't just admire these icons. He studied them. He analyzed every movement, every nuance.
Believe in yourself, study the greats, and become greater. And be a scientist. Dissect. No matter what. I don't care if the whole world is against you or tease you or say you're not going to make it. Believe in yourself. No matter what.
No matter what.
Some of the greatest men that have made a mark on this world are treated like that. You're not going to do it. You're not going to get anywhere. They laughed at the Wright brothers. They laughed at Thomas Edison. They laughed at Walt Disney. They made jokes of Henry Ford. They said he was ignorant. He didn't have a college degree because he dropped out of school. Disney dropped out of school. They even took Ford to court to prove his intelligence. That's how far they went, yeah. And these are men that shaped and changed our culture, our customs, the way we live, the way we do things. And I think God plants little seeds through people on the earth. And I think you're one, I'm one, to bring some bliss, some escapism, some joy, some magic.
Take the moonwalk, for instance. As iconic as it became, Michael didn't invent it, he refined it. The move had been used by street dancers, Cab Calloway, and even performers in the 1930s, but Michael's perfectionist nature turned it into magic, a move that symbolized his artistry and brilliance. Michael's love for Fred Astaire's elegance and Chaplin's storytelling shaped not just his dancing, but his entire performance style. He wanted to do more than entertain. He wanted to move people, combining dance, music, and emotion into something unforgettable. In the studio, Michael was relentless. Producers and engineers who worked with him often spoke of his obsessive attention to detail. During the recording of Thriller, Quincy Jones recalled how Michael would do take after take, tweaking even the smallest inflections until it was flawless. Bruce Sweetian, the sound engineer for Billie Jean, shared a story about mixing the track 91 times, yes, 91 times, just to get the perfect sound. Michael's commitment to perfection wasn't just admirable, it was otherworldly. Michael often described songwriting as a spiritual process. Ideas would come to him fully formed, as if they were gifts from above, but that didn't mean he didn't work for them. Songs like Billie Jean started with a simple bass line Michael came up with while driving. Over time, that seed of an idea grew into one of the most iconic tracks of all time. Michael's drive for perfection didn't stop in the studio. His rehearsals were the stuff of legend. Whether it was for a music video, a concert tour, or a one-off performance, Michael rehearsed tirelessly. He would practice routines for hours on end, often pushing himself and his team beyond exhaustion. During the Dangerous tour, Michael's rehearsal schedule was so intense that his team often begged him to take breaks, but Michael refused. He believed that every performance was a chance to leave an indelible mark on his audience. His attention to detail wasn't just about the choreography. He would tweak the lighting, the stage design, and even the timing of audience interactions. Every second of a Michael Jackson performance was meticulously planned. Michael's dancing was as iconic as his music, but those jaw-dropping moves came at a cost. To execute routines like the moonwalk or the lean and smooth criminal, Michael trained like an athlete. He practiced for hours, building not just skill but the stamina to perform these moves night after night. The physical demands of his art were extreme. During the Bad Tour, Michael performed over 120 shows across 15 countries, often rehearsing for hours before each show. His stamina was unmatched and his dedication to his craft was unparalleled. Even after achieving global superstardom, Michael was never satisfied. After Thriller became the best-selling album of all time, he didn't rest. Instead, he pushed himself even harder to create Bad and then Dangerous, got each album expanding the boundaries of what pop music could be. His Super Bowl performance set a new standard for live shows, but for Michael, it wasn't about breaking records, it was about outdoing himself. He believed there was always room to grow, to improve, to become greater. Michael Jackson's story is proof that greatness isn't born, it's made. It's forged in the hours no one sees, in the sacrifices no one talks about, and in the relentless pursuit of a dream. His work ethic was more than dedication. It was a testament to the heights human potential can reach when paired with passion and perseverance. So the next time you hear Billie Jean or watch someone moonwalk, remember, it wasn't magic, it was work. Relentless, tireless, insane work. What's your favorite MJ moment? Let me know in the comments. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more stories of greatness.